大家好，我是你的 Maggie 姐。今天呢，我们要去一个很远的地方啊 ，Lake Chelan， 就是在华盛顿东部。正好我们一个 office 的一个帅哥哈，邀请我们去看一下 Lake Chelan 的一个 Airbnb 的项目。然后正好呢，我今天就带着团队可以去春游，吃吃喝喝，来跟大家打个招呼。耶 ！OK，let's go，let's go，let's go。那我们现在就到了 Leavenworth， 那 Leavenworth 是华盛顿东部一个非常有名的小镇，是因为它是应该是德国后裔吧，或者欧洲的后裔在这边建了一个小城，然后它是为了模仿他们的 hometown， 所以就建的这种德国风格，所以俗称德国小镇 Leavenworth。2个多小时就可以从 Bellevue 这边开过来嘛，所以有很多的家庭周末就会来这里出游。我们等一下就去吃，跟 Steve 说好了吗？还不知道啊，反正应该是去吃一个地道的德国猪肘香肠，喝一下德国啤酒。
OK，
来鉴定一下。我只去过一次德国，所所以不知道是不是那么地道。好吃就可以了。
然后老板请客，老板请客，又当导游，又
当司机，还要请客吃饭。OK， 然后我们现在就是在 Leavenworth， 然后我准备先找一个地方吃饭。其实我是基本上每年吧，之前刚来西雅图的时候，每年都来 Leavenworth， 就觉得这个小镇好漂亮啊。然后在哪儿照照片都是一个大片儿。然后这边的吃的其实也还不错，就是什么德国香肠啊，然后咖啡店啊，然后冰淇淋店啊，都是那种小孩喜欢的，也是我喜欢的。然后所以我们就经常来。那其实我们每次来 Leavenworth 也会顺便在这边走一个 trail， 有的时候也会去 Lake Chelan， 所以说这里也会成为我们在华盛顿东部的一个据点吧，就是每次来华盛顿东部呢，都会来这儿玩一下。刚才我跟 Ivy 去这家好像是一个 souvenir shop， 然后我们2个就说去给小朋友买点东西吧，买点纪念品，因为今天没有带小朋友出来，就觉得有点 guilty， 然后所以就给自己买了一个。就给自己挑了一个耳环，然后一会儿就可以戴上。他们说，因为我们一会儿要去，就是 Lake Chelan 有很多印第安人的这个 tribe 的所在地嘛，对，就有点印第安风的感觉，
很漂亮。
对，但是 Ivy 就给孩子买的东西，
我就买个磁铁，然后这个东西就是有个纪念意义，然后贴在那个。
因为 Ivy 是第一次来 Leavenworth， 对，然后我觉得以后还可以再带小朋友再来，他可以再挑更多的东西。那您会推荐哪些 flavor？
上面7个是卖的最好的。
哦 ，ice coffee，
对
，bubble milk tea。所以您这家店是华人来的多，还是都蛮多的？老美来的多，很多游客，很多游客。
因为它其实有3家分店嘛，对不对？
OK， 我可以要这个 ice coffee bubble milk tea。
可以啊。
Yeah， try that。
然后我就一般的。拿铁吗？你是拿铁吗？
这是咖啡 latte， 这个就是那个吧？啊，不是，这个是 ice。咖
啡 latte 跟 ice coffee 不一样，就差在茶，一个有加茶，一个没加茶。
哦。
一个是咖啡和牛奶，一个是咖啡牛奶和茶。
啊，哪个是咖啡牛奶和茶
？ice coffee。
哦啊，那我比较喜欢咖啡牛奶跟茶。
一般的那种。
所以鸳鸯嘛。
奶茶。
这就是鸳鸯
original 的吗？
原味波霸奶茶。你不喜欢喝黑糖吗？
我喝黑糖这个。
就是啊 ，brown sugar。可
以稍微不要
太甜。
对，不要太甜。
对，我也要50% 或者30%你也可以。对。
你要大杯小杯？
大杯，我要大杯好了。
大杯。
这个是大杯哈。OK， 好。你们还要吗
？avocado 的好了。avocado，OK。
对，是 Ivy 特意查到您的店，然后我们过来。对，特意开3个小时来，没有。
我有爱乔卡，
可以吗？
直接帮我们打折。
哦，谢谢哇。
这只是说台湾的感觉会员，但是我其实没有这个，我也是做的。
OK。
第一家，所以我刚才讲第1家店，我其实是有50%。
OK， 所以您是老板吗？你是这家的老板吗？
我是打工仔
啊，你是打工仔。对啊，对，老板都自己做事。
兼撞钟
啊。可以啊，可以。OK，that's it。别人都不要吗？对，他 他们都健身，他们不喝这些东西，
不喝太甜。
他们很 disciplined， yeah。所以说呢，我们现在是来了这家叫 Mozart's right Mozart's 对 Mozart's， 然后也是这边一个评分还挺高的一个饭店，然后它就是这种比较地道的德国美食。然后我们今天点的几个呢，就是它的最著名的德国猪手，哇，好大呀！脆皮猪手，对，然后这是它的最特色菜。然后这个呢是它的一个炸猪排啊，它是炸猪排 cutlet， 对。然后另外呢就是它的著名的德国香肠，我觉得香肠有点少，一会儿可以再点几个。可以。对，德国香肠。然后还有一个沙拉，
很出名 ，pickle 很出名。
对，其实我不咋爱吃。
酸菜。
对，还有一个，这个是一个炸鸡，这是炸鸡。炸鸡。这个是炸鸡的沙拉，对，然后这个小店就是一个看上去就是一个很古老的店，然后呢都弄得很温馨，然后全部都是这种欧式风格，就像个小木屋一样，特别可爱。秘境啊，这个不是很明显。那我们现在呢，就是到了 Lake Chelan， 它这边的一个市中心的公园叫Chelan River Walk。它其实这边呢是它的这个Chelan这个湖下游的这个水道哈。然后我们往前呢，其实就是可以看到 Lake Chelan 非常宽阔的一个湖面。然后后面呢 ，Lake Chelan 最漂亮的地方就是它后面是有雪山，就是 Cascade 的雪山，你是全年都可以看到雪的。当然了，我更喜欢它冬天的这个 view 哈，就是有更多的雪，跟这个蓝天有一个蓝白的这么一个 contrast， 就更好看。那 Lake Chelan 其实我还蛮喜欢的，我记得我孩子很小的时候，每年就基本上会来一次。那 Lake Chelan 呢，它这边的水呢，我查了一下哈，其实就是华盛顿最深的一个湖之一。然后它呢，它的延绵是有50.5迈，也是最大的湖一个最大的湖之一吧。那 Lake Chelan 的水非常的好，我以前也经常在这儿游泳啊，虽然是比较冷，但是我是很喜欢它的这种清澈的这个水的质感。跟这个 Lake Chelan 比起来啊 ，Lake Washington 的水那简直就是有点浑的感觉。然后 Chelan 呢，这个小城其实并不大，然后它里面其实最多的就是水上运动，比如说你可以玩一些水上摩托啊，然后水上跳伞。当然了，这个fishing 啊、钓鱼啊、游泳啊，这些都是夏天必玩的项目。另外就是 Chelan 它有很多小店，还有它的红酒也非常有名，所以很多人呢会在这边做一些 wine tasting 的 trip。然后呢，我们现在呢就是准备要去 Lake Chelan， 我们最后的目的地哈，就是我们今天晚上要入住的这个 Airbnb。去这个 Airbnb 呢，也是为什么我们这次要来 Lake Chelan， 也是受到了这个listing agent 的邀请，然后看一下他们的这个项目，然后我们也感受一下住在 Lake Chelan 这么一个湖光山色的小城到底是一种什么感受。当，我们终于到了 Lake Chelan， 我们的 final destination。那今天我们要住的呢，就是湖边的 Airbnb。然后 Maggie 姐也没有看过这栋房，所以我们就一边给大家 show， 然后我给大家看一下这栋房。Let's go！ 哇塞，不错哦！刚进来它就是一个高挑的房顶，然后这边都布置得很漂亮。就大家都知道 Airbnb 其实标准挺不统一的，然后这里就觉得很精致。然后这边厨房，哇，这个厨房也很现代诶，我很喜欢它这个白色的 backsplash， 然后跟它的黑色台面，我就觉得很好的这种现代感。我又仔细看了一下，它这个客厅也是挑高，然后我特别喜欢这个灯，哦，很好看，就很有这种艺术感，我很喜欢。这个好像是主卧，哇，好大呀，主卧，而且有很好的 view， 就从这边刚才可以看到的那个阳台，就从这里可以出去的。然后它这边也是挑高的 king size bed， 然后两边都有这个做好的这种 nightstand。看一下楼上，哦，这个楼梯很有意思，就是小朋友会很喜欢。然后这里呢，它就是一个 loft， 这边虽然层高比较矮啊，但是这边一面的窗户，超好的采光，觉得这边可以谈心、打牌还是不错的地方。然后这里面就是哇，这个好矮。这里面就是算是小朋友睡的房间吧，然后 day bed 2个，然后这边也是可以看到湖景的，所以它这个设计其实就是父母住在楼下，然后小朋友在楼上，然后小朋友自己的空间，我觉得就这样设计还蛮帅的。 我们现在呢，其实就请到了这个 property 的 listing agent， 就是 Michael， 跟我们讲解一下这个 property。Hi Michael, you want to say hi to everybody?
你好 bonjour, Michael.
Good job.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yacinde. We're here on Wapato Point. We have 116 acres of leased land, which is essentially tribal lands. We'll talk more about that later, but happy to have Maggie and the team out here to check this place out.
Yeah, really appreciate the arrangement. We love the unit. You know, we think it's really nicely done. Reno is kind of a new construction, right?
It's essentially new construction. So it would be effective year built this year and last year. It was originally built in the 1970s, but fully studs down remodel, everything brand new, all the plumbing, electrical, and then the finishes in there are top notch.
Tell us more about the tribe land, because that's a very new concept to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so what the land here at Wapato Point actually is it's called leasehold land. And so there was an allotment that was given by the US government to the Wapato family.
Okay.
And that lease runs till 2075. Typically, with these kind of investments, people were concerned of what happens when the lease ends. And
exactly.
Does all the property go back to the family, or what? Or does the lease get extended? And thankfully, here at Wapato Point, and specifically at Yacinde, after the leasehold goes to 2075, it will then be continued to 2122.
2122. So that's a long time. In a long time, right? But what will happen after 2122?
What will happen after 2122? I'm not really sure, but hopefully
the Earth doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, I would say that Lake Chelan will still probably have some water.
Yeah, hopefully.
Third deepest lake in the United States.
Yes, yes. I actually checked on ChatGPT this morning. It's one of the deepest lake.
Yes.
So maybe a little bit more about what people do in Chelan. So is it like a very, like people come here for vacations, or people actually live here? Yeah, tell me more about that.
Totally, yeah. So people do love to come here for vacation. There's this thing called lake time, which when you step into places like Lake Chelan, like lake time is just where you totally disconnect from the worries and like busy schedule of life outside of the lake town.
Yeah.
And you kind of just really settle into this energy that you only find in places like this, where the only way that energy is like kind of communicated through the community is if everybody's feeling that. And that's just something that you get here, and you just get to experience people in a relaxed state, where most of the time in our regular lives, everyone's got some hustle bustle, something to go do. Where here, it's just really be present with the nature, the lake, and the people that you're with. So
I actually come here with my family almost every year.
Really?
Yeah, I just take the kids. I also love swimming, and I heard the story that you told me about how you swim in the winter and everything.
Yes.
Total respect on that. I won't do it in winter, but I do come here in summer.
In the summer,
and
we can do it?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, it's not that cold for me, and I love how clean the water is.
Super clean.
So I love how relaxing the whole town feels. So when people come here and potentially are interested in this property, are they buying it for investment or for vacation home?
Yeah, so there's actually a good mixed use there. So some families have been coming to Yacinde since the 70s in the original buildings, but now we expect them to still come back here and celebrate it as their special vacation home.
Right.
And there are a lot of people that have also bought Yacinde or units in Yacinde for an investment purpose, specifically because here on Wapato Point, on the tribal lands, you do not have to pay real estate taxes, and you do not have any short-term rental restrictions in perpetuity. So where traditional short-term rental restrictions have stricken destination towns, and even Lake Chelan, where they're no longer allowing new permits or things like that to be conveyed with
heard
the
about
properties.
that.
Yes. On the leasehold land here in Wapato Point, all of those local regulations don't apply. So in doubt, you can rent out your units in perpetuity. So as long all the way up to 21, 22, and then your children's children can still rent it out.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
cool.
And then the no real estate taxes is another really unique thing specific to the tribe lands, and that's something that really helps out with like the HOA dues. And people often purchase condominiums, the concern is high HOA dues, your high monthly payment, and then also your real estate taxes.
Yeah, right, correct.
Thankfully, with no real estate taxes, it really it significantly decreases the burden of your actual HOA dues. So I mean, you're looking at several $100s saved every month.
Yeah, right. What do you think that makes this property so different from other, I know there are some other properties that are sold around here, like condos and things like that, except for the real estate tax that, you mentioned. Is there anything else that you think the audience should know about this property?
Yeah, of course. So like Wapato Point specifically on the peninsula, this is where you have the boat races right outside and I mean, we have a vast variety of different viewpoints. So with the point being 116 acres, people on that side, they don't get to enjoy this vista view. Now, granted, they have their mountains, but this mountainscape here is awesome. All the fireworks go off outside of here. And then
it's on the July 4th.
Yes.
It's actually here?
Yep.
Oh,
and then as far as the development goes, there's just no higher quality product than here at Yacinde. I mean, sincerely, the architects that were brought in from Western Washington, specifically some prolific home builders that specialize in like Medina, Clyde Hill, Kirkland, Seattle, and Bellevue area. They actually came out here, fell in love with Yacinde as well, and then decided to take on the project. And so when you look at the quality of construction and design here, it's something that resonates with people that are used to that really high-end luxury where you typically only find it in places where those price points are frequent. I mean, typically in Western Washington, we have a more prolific luxury market. And so what we have here at Yacinde is really the first introduction to true luxury on Wapato Point.
Yeah, it is. I have to say I really fall in love with, all the renovation, but the lake view and the mountain view, that's what I'm really interested in.
Yeah,
so,
and what's awesome
property.
is every single unit here out of the 21 units that were available, all of them have vista views and views of the lake, whether you're on the first floor or the second floor. And the loft was definitely a concept of, could have been just dead attic space, but then they were like, how do we create this into a fun space where the kids can go up and hang out? And just like,
I love the stairs.
Yeah.
It's like Minecraft. Right?
They were like the Minecraft stairs, yes. That was
that's the idea.
Yeah, well, so those are only available in some units. If someone wants them specifically in their unit, we can make it happen. But those we only put them in a few.
Really fun.
Yeah, they are unique. I forgot the exact name for those, but there's a very specific style to them. They're like 18-inch stairs.
Yeah, I know, very, very, very narrow, but that's perfect for the kids.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Michael, for the introduction.
Absolutely.
And really appreciate you and the developer to arrange this trip for us. We enjoy the ride. We enjoy the whole, unit, and we're going to go for a dining. I don't know, go to Layla. That's what we recommend. Hopefully
Layla's
tonight,
awesome.
and then come back and then enjoy a little more about the unit.
There we go.
Oh, great! Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. 因为我们刚才跟 Michael 然后又聊了一会儿，然后我们还录了很多的 video， 所以就现在有点晚了。然后我们就找到了这个趟里面唯一一家还在开门的餐厅之一，所以也没有太多可选的，我们就选了一个墨西哥菜。然后我也不是很懂啊，然后所以我们4个人的菜都是5个人吧，都是全部都一样的，是卡萨nada。然后 Steve 的是
This one is shrimp crab burrito.
OK
Carne asada.
Carne asada.
Carne asada with guacamole and jalapenos. 还有异国的 rice.
就这些都是一样的。It's all the same. Yeah. Yeah. Steve always wants to be the only one, so he got something different.
I'm gonna be the only. I am the only one.
Always the only one. 对，所以哎呀，我们都很饿了，所以就开动吧，同志们，耶！所以昨天晚上打poker打到了凌晨1点钟，然后今天早上7点钟起来。我们今天早上呢是跟整个这个 property 的 owner Scott， 然后跟我们讲解一下他的这个 model home。Hey Scott, you wanna say hi to the audience first?
Hi everybody.
Yeah. So Scott, you are going to show us the model home, but before that, maybe give us a quick introduction of this project and what you think is very unique.
Yeah, the property is very unique. It's 116 acres. It's on native land, which is on a ground lease, which is very cool to investments in this, that, and the other, because you don't have property taxes. I have a condo in Bellevue. You got your mortgage and property taxes. It's a big savings. Also, we're restricted by we don't have to to abide by the county laws when it comes to rental.
Right.
So all of the, Chelan is locking down on this and trying to restrict those.
Yeah.
So here we're allowed to do short-term rentals, and as that gets restricted, it pushes the guests to here.
Yeah.
So that's why we invested in this property, and it's on the water. It's a 5-acre parcel that we have here that's private community, and it feels very private. We have a dock out front. We're working on expanding the dock. There's also 20 buoys to put your boats on. That's pretty much the general.
That's great, yeah. Tell us more about the model home that you're going to show us. How big is it? And
the model home is 1,750 square feet.
Okay.
It's got a loft. It sleeps 8 comfortably. We have a 2.5 baths. There's some unique features that we put in there for the winter months.
Okay, let's go and check it out. Thank you.
So this is the same size unit here that you're staying in. The difference is we have a full ensuite over here.
Oh yeah, there's another room.
Yes,
right
this
here.
is, and they're massive. That is a king size bed.
Okay.
And it has a private deck. So all the decks have heaters, so
Right.
you could sit out there, you can kick the heater on over and enjoy the morning with a coffee.
Okay.
In the newer units, all of the air conditioning units are built into the ceiling. So the remaining units that are available there's a lot of little details we did to really upgrade and move as we learned on the buildings.
I see. Yeah. It's a very comfortable bed. I slept in that bed
Thank
last
you.
night.
Did you get to use the TV in there?
I did not have time. It was
is
like
so
1
cool.
in the morning after the poker night.
So, so that's the
that's the with the shower.
Yeah.
So it's a smaller bathroom than the one there that we stay in.
but
that
you-
is a full 5-piece.
Yes, but also you don't have this room.
Right. True. Okay. Yeah. That's great.
So all the units.
This is more practical, probably.
Yeah, they all have full washer dryer size here.
Yeah. That's the same.
There's another powder room down here.
Okay. Oh.
So
So
you-
there's one more. Okay. So
Yeah,
2.5 baths.
Yes.
Okay.
We do have electric backup heat, which
Yeah.
we really don't necessarily need, but just in case in the winter if something happens, they have the cafe appliances.
Yeah. Oh.
We did those throughout. The microwave is built in.
And this is so use a different material too.
Yeah,
Than
there's
the
quartz
other.
there, and this
Yeah.
is I think this is quartz as well. My apologies.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Right.
So, but the cool thing is we have one building left that we're going to delay the interiors on. So if people want to customize and do a complete different design, we've done a few units like that. Like in my own unit, we completely went different. I even went with black floors.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's
Nice little coffee station.
Uh-huh.
We got the indoor, outdoor fireplaces. They are
Right.
electric because the firewood situation.
Yeah.
There's one outside as well. The decks, you could easily sit 8 at a table out here.
Okay.
So this area is off the master. That other deck, if you look over there, is private for that bedroom. They're all set back.
Oh, gotcha.
The other thing is if you notice that little pony wall there, the wall right here. So that unit, everything is very private.
Private,
And even
yes.
the lower units, the yard feels, that's why we did this here, the yards feel private.
Okay.
So for a condo, you have a very unique feeling when you're in the units.
Yeah. We see that.
And let's go into the master.
Okay. Sure.
So this is exactly the same as what you're staying in.
Oh, so you do have a master too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay,
These units are gorgeous.
Yeah.
The other thing is the new units, what we did was everything's automated. The lights, when you walk in, the lights all come on.
Right.
We also extended the shower another foot that way, so it's beefy. It's big. And the reason why we use these tubs is they're a bubble therapy. And if you turn them on and use them, fill it up, and then you come out, 15 minutes later it self-cleans. It blows it all out for hygiene, and then all you have to do is wipe it.
Oh, I should come here and use this.
Yeah, you should probably. You should have.
Yeah, right. And there's some other features in my unit that I stayed with, the TV that can show up, right?
Yeah.
And then also you have all those automatic lights that you were talking about under the bed. I really like those.
Yeah, so those are available as well if somebody wants them. They are custom made by a place in Seattle, Northwest Customs. They build all of those types. I could not believe the fit and finish, if you look at it, is very quality.
Yeah. 我在最后呢也是想说一下，就是如果说您对这个 property 感兴趣，然后呢也想试一下的话呢，您可以 reach out 给我们。如果您是 qualified 的情况下，我们也可以在这个 Scott 他允许的情况下，我们可以做一个 one night tryout， 就是您和您的家人可以在这里先住一晚上，体验一下，然后再决定是不是投资这个 property。那现在呢，我们就要准备开回西雅图了，因为后面大家都还有 appointment， 所以饭也来不及吃啊，我们就立刻上路。然后这次呢，我觉得就是特别开心，有2点，一个呢就是其实我们 team 很少有机会能够聚在一起，特别是还能跑出来春游一下，其实这个算是很奢侈的一件事情。不管是跟大家一块儿拍 video 啊、吃饭，还是玩 poker， 也比沈一路们很多钱。然后他真的很会打。非常开心，因为看到了大家不同的一面，然后有互相更加了解，然后增进感情。我觉得这一趟呢就是非常值得。然后第二呢，当然也是很感谢 Michael 还有 Scott 这个 owner 哈，给我们这个机会让我们体验一下 Lake Chelan。然后其实我们 team 里面有不少人都第一次来，然后可以住在一个湖景房，然后跟大家在一起，其实就非常非常的开心。不管怎么样，很感谢大家都抽出时间来做这个 field trip， 然后非常圆满成功，然后我们就开回家了。Let's go， 下期见，拜拜。